Hey guys, it's Skulk3, and welcome to this special bizarre little Saturday upload. Yes, you may recall a few months ago I did a little special video for a little game called Pixel Sand, which I encouraged people to go and support on Kickstarter because I thought it looked like a really awesome game. Still think it looks like an awesome game. Haven't had much time to play it recently, but, you know, it's still always there, and it got support and everything, it got completely funded, and it's still all kinds of barrels of fun. Still hasn't been officially released yet, I don't think, but, you know, it takes time. And this is a very similar sort of thing to that. It's not a similar game, by any means, but it's a Kickstarter thing, which I think looks pretty cool. This was made by SFB Games, I believe, who in the past have made a lot of good things in Flash. Like, they made animations, they've made games. Haven't heard them do much for a while, and then suddenly, boom, this popped up. And basically, I would recommend it from what I've seen. I played this demo through, and I'm going to do it again, because I recorded it, but then I forgot to change the audio level, so I was really, really, really quiet. But in any case, yes, I'm going to play through this little demo, so you guys can get a feel for the game and see if you like it or not, and if you do, then you can go and support it and get special goodies, and if not, you don't have to. And yes, there has already been a Detective Grimoire game, but it was a little Flash game. It was fun, I'll link to it in the description, but yes, beyond that, let's get started. Sounding good so far, Raphael. I'm not certain, but I think Edwin Tiong is Egoraptor. So if you like him, then...
2025, last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marshal.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
So yes, here we have our case files. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his house. No, dead outside his office even. At 9:15 in the evening last night. And, yeah, 3 small wounds, slime around the wound and footprints, Boggy, 7 other people. There's wounds, I suppose, and footprints, and Boggy. Hi, kids! I'm Boggy! I don't know, that's just kind of what it looks like he'd say to me. I mean, he'd probably sound more like... See? That's totally what Boggy sounds like. I'm sorry. Moving on.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him.
Linda.
That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Oh no, a hat! We're not a detective without a hat! Chapter 1. A swamp full of secrets.
Your case file's in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here, when you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Why, thank you, Officer James, I think your name is. I'm gonna turn off sparkly hint icons because I don't need them. Are you mad? Yes, I have to say, I really love the art style for this game. How you doing,
Back so soon,
Officer James?
Grimoire? What's troubling you?
I think I know those just fine.
Your mustache is troubling me. That thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
You've been
Think
warned
the
about
mustache?
this, detective. Don't talk about my facial hair, and I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? Yeah, it's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire,
You
you're
need
supposed to be
facial hair that's ready for
investigating a
action.
murder. Stop wasting time.
Sorry, James. So yes, the thing, I think I said this before, but I believe I said it in any case. I think if you like either Phoenix Wright or Professor Layton, you'll probably enjoy aspects of this in any case. Probably more so Phoenix Wright, I'd say. But there's certainly some Professor Layton-ish stuff going on, like you tap things to interact with them. I don't want to go on about those bits too much because it sounds a bit like I'm saying, oh, it's totally ripping them off. I'm really not. I'm just saying the game style sort of is similar. And here's a little girl. Hello.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
Anyone wondering, you can say, you're that weird girl from the fairground, which is a reference to the first Detective Grimoire game, which, as I believe I said, I'll link to in the description. I've said that every time I've played this so far, though, so I'm going to try saying this one.
I remember you, but I've been trying to forget.
Saw your hat blow through here already.
Change
You
anything
must
at all.
be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and behave yourself.
You'll get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
Wait, you have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
Well, thanks, but you should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you
Ominous
mean?
sounding.
If you... She disappeared. I might pretend I imagined her.
When you say disappeared, do you mean she ran off, or she actually just sort of faded into the ether? Either way, maybe it would be better just to pretend you imagined her. In any case, yes, we now have a map, so we can go down back to the swamp dock, and then we can go back to the entrance. Hooray! For anyone wondering, this will be available on just about every platform from what I've seen. It's going to be on Windows, Mac, I think Mac at least, iPod/iPad, and Android, which is why the symbols seem to be like good for tapping, essentially, and clicking. So we've got a suspect, which is Boggy. And Mr. Remington isn't a suspect. This is a murder victim right there, so. Boggy, mysterious creature, we've got. What? I don't understand any of this stuff, because it's not featured in the demo. Got notes, we've got the map. Oh no, wait, no, the notes is something different. The clues, we've got please follow the map. Basically, our equipment. Well, not our equipment, our inventory. But no, notes. You can click on an area and see what clues you found in those areas. So if we look at the entrance, we haven't found any of the clues from here yet. The clues you find by clicking on stuff.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
And here?
Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
And finally here.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk.
Yes, I know how to walk, thank you very much, Detective Grimoire. You know, Grimoire is a good name for a detective. I don't think it's not as good a name for something like a builder or whatever. So yes, we have Murky Water Explorer Boggy's Bog. And so now we've got all the information from here that we can find, I think. And yes, so let's move into the park, I suppose.
Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide them both down and out the bottom of the lock. And then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
So yes, this is what I meant by Professor Layton, is that it looks like there's going to be some puzzles and whatever for us to solve over time. But we just have to slide these around, and we're good to go soon enough. assuming I can figure this out. Help! Ah, it burns.
Hey,
there we
nice. I might get one of these from my office.
Why, that's brilliant. I did find, though, the first time I played through this, you can get the one on the left to the exit without moving the top one at all, and it won't let you leave, even though I think it would technically mean that you could get through the gate. I don't know, it's strange.
I still don't...
No, sorry. My bad. You see, I said you shouldn't teach me how to walk, and
This
then
is the tourist attraction?
don't know how to walk.
The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy
Yes,
Spa
I guess this is going to be the
seems
sort
like
of stuff
middle
that
of
lets us
nowhere.
find more clues later on and, well, mainly advance in the game. But as you can see here, the murder isn't warm enough for our boat to be so smart.
The murder isn't warm enough for our boat to be so smart. No.
Yeah, if what you've said makes no sense, he will call you out on it. Now, what we need to say here, swamp, it's far too remote for tourist attraction to murder someone. No, come on, to make any money.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place?
Who knows?
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
You can imagine why. I shouldn't imagine a swamp is the best place to activate your appetite. Protest! I don't think I want to, thanks.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Well, that's a little mysterious, but hardly relevant to anything in the world. And yes, I'm just going to rush through the rest of this, because I'm only going to take it to 15 minutes, and or the end of the demo, because the end of the demo will probably be about 3 minutes from now.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water.
So yes, we find our murder area.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
And I don't know, it tells us this stuff again, but I don't remember anything. I can't tell anything that's been updated for it. Nope, not a clue. But anyways, let's go in here.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on.
You call yourself a hard-boiled detective, maybe. But in any case, yes. Let's go back down here since we can't get in there, and... oh, people to talk to!
Some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
But let's not, because that's the end of the demo! So, if you liked the looks of this little demo, click the link in the description that goes to Kickstarter and pledge some money to the production of this game. You can get the game itself, you can get extra little goodies like books, well, the art book, plushies, posters, and more! And yeah, things like that, depending on how much you pledge affects how many goodies you receive out of it in the end. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I urge you guys to buy this if you think it looks interesting. If you don't think it does, don't bother. And yeah, if you think this looks great but you can't afford it, you can't afford to pledge it or whatever, just share it around, essentially, with other people who might be interested, or just anyone you can find. Just go out to the street and say, "Oh, you! Give money to Detective Grimoire!" And they'll go, "What?" Don't do that. I don't think I want to be responsible for a wave of people assaulting others, yelling at them to buy things. I mean, I know that happens already, but I don't want to be responsible for it. But yes. So, all that leaves me to say is thank you guys very much for watching this little playthrough of the Detective Grimoire demo. If you like it, I shouldn't repeat myself, there's also a link in the description to the first game if you want to try that out. That one's completely free, it's completely finished. It's a lot more basic, because it was a Flash game made a few years ago, but, you know, it's still a lot of fun to play. That's about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the stream, because I didn't do one on Thursday because I was feeling feeling less so now at least, and then see you on Monday for, I think, probably Rhythm Tengoku. So, I shall see you guys then. Goodbye.